Welcome to episode 2 of the 5-minute masterclass. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about building connections with promoters. So, if you want to start building connections with promoters, the first thing you need to realize is right now you may be trying to promote yourself to everybody. You may be trying to put yourself out there. Which, what the fuck does that mean? Like, there's 7 billion people out there. You're trying to put yourself out there so all of them can see what you're like and maybe one of them might book you? Or, like, are you trying to put yourself out there so everybody in dance music can see you? Or, like, what does that mean? What are you trying to achieve? It means nothing. It means just that any opportunity that's coming, you're taking that opportunity because you don't know what else to do. What's the other option? Of course I'm going to take these opportunities. There's nothing else happening, so I'm doing what I can do. I'm getting myself out there. Okay, I understand that, but let's put some strategy behind it because, quite frankly, that whole putting yourself out there and just taking whatever comes, 99% of people that are doing that are getting fucking nowhere, okay? So let's get some blinkers on and come up with a decent strategy. The real talk is that not every promoter is going to book you. If we look at, let's pick one country. Let's pick the UK. So you have dance music, but then you split it down into the subgenres. You have techno, you have tech house, you have soulful house, you have disco, you have all these different subgenres. Each promoter in general kind of specializes in a genre. You'll have some that book all different sorts of nights, but even within that, if you have a promoter that books lots of different types of genres, the individual nights usually cater for one subset. They usually cater for one audience. And so if you're let's use techno just to be plain and boring. Let's use techno. Or no, actually, I had somebody reach out on another video going, hey, does this apply to anybody else except techno? Because I was talking about techno the whole time. So let's use soulful house because it's a little bit more niche. But just use any genre. Insert reggae, insert whatever here. I don't care. Soulful house. If you're a soulful house DJ, there are probably 50 parties in the UK that are soulful house based. It could be a glitter box or it could be something more obscure. So realistically, all you need to do are find those parties. Let's say there's 50 soulful house parties in the UK. You want to find those 50 parties. You want to find out who are the people running the party. Who are the people with the yes to that party? Who are the people that can book you? Quite often it'll be 2 or 3 people. If the event is slightly bigger, if it's a smaller event, it might just be one promoter. Who are they? What's their first name? What's their second name? What's their direct email? Now, if I have a boring, non-musical, but I fucking love them, spreadsheet. If you have a spreadsheet with those 50 parties, the names of the promoters, and all of their emails, what you have now as a soulful house DJ is you have gold. You have solid gold. Because you don't got to put yourself out there anymore. You don't have to wank on and put a million posts out on social media hoping somebody sees it. You don't have to do any of this. You know who the 50 people are, or 60 or 20, or it'll be different for every genre. If you're a techno artist, you can probably find 250 parties, 300 promoters in the UK that are perfect for you. If it's tech house, it's probably the same. It all depends. All you have to do now is appeal to those people. Reach out to those people. This is why we say getting the pitch part is so important, because once you know who you need to reach out to, we just got to figure a way to make friends with these 50. We got to figure out a way to reach out, start working with them on whatever level we can, get our foot in the door whatever way we can, offer value in any way that we can. We just got to start putting the blinkers on and targeting the 50 people on that list. And a lot of them will be no's straight away, but 1 or 2 might be yeses. And then you leverage those 1 or 2 to turn some of the rest of the list into yeses, and you offer more value, and you do all of the things that we're going to talk about in the following episodes. But over time, you just keep focusing on that list and you nurture them. All of your yeses, all of your bookings, they're not in the first approach. Can I ask you, how often have you reached out to a promoter and they've said no, and you've never followed up again? You've never gone back to them. You've just said, okay, well, that event is a no for me. so I'm not going to reach out again. But it wasn't a no forever. It was just a no right now. You get DJs that feel like, I can't handle the rejection. You know, the rejection was tough there. But why take it as rejection? I mean, if you reach out about a gig, you don't know. First off, the bookings could already be done. All the warm-up slots could already be gone. They could have a queue of like 30 DJs that are hassling them every single week for gigs that show up to the club that they know that are way ahead of you in line. And you're reaching out for the first time expecting to jump all 30 of them. But they're not going to explain that to you in an email. They're just going to say, no, not right now. And you're taking it as personal rejection when it wasn't about you. It was about them. They have a certain system in the club. They have a certain queue of DJs. They have a certain whatever it may be. It's never about you. So when you realize that none of your bookings are in the first approach, like the odd rare one will be if you reach out to 100 promoters that are perfect for you, it stands to reason you'll book some of them. But the majority of them, no, you've got to get past the first no, and maybe the second no, and the third no, and the fourth no sometimes to get to the yes. And you got to do it in a cool way that makes them like you more. And each time you have a touch point with the promoter and you reach out, they learn a little bit more about you. They have a little bit more respect for you. They see that you do things the right way. And eventually you turn those no's into yeses. Because what you were doing that whole time was not just pitching, but you were building a relationship. You were building a dialogue. You were getting to know each other. There are ways to do this. And so all you have to do is build your hit list. There are ways to do that, which we'll discuss in later episodes. But if you're worried about putting yourself out there and getting discovered, all you need is that one list. And what's even cleverer to do is, if you don't just do this for your own country, do this locally, nationally, and internationally. You as a DJ should know all of the parties that are perfect to book you. Because if you don't know about them, how the fuck are they ever going to know about you? One of you has to find out about the other to make this work. And hey, you care about getting the booking more than they care about booking you, especially if they don't know you exist. So it's up to you to do the work. How we do all of this, we can run through in later episodes. That's what this is here for. I'm hitting the 7-minute mark, so I'm going to sign out tomorrow. I'll dig a little deeper on this with you, and we'll talk about how we would actually go about pitching this list once we have it. I'll see you in the next episode of the 5-Minute Masterclass. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you've made it this far, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe so you can get all the future content, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. But more importantly, if you're a DJ that wants to get more bookings, if you want to lock in better clubs, better festivals, and more of them, I want to give you the system that we use to do this with DJs. I want to give you the full blueprint, all the training to run you through it, and any of the tools and templates that you need. There's a link in the description down below where you can go and get it now for free. Go help yourself. Let me help you. Let's get you booked together. The link is below. Did I mention like and subscribe? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.